Welcome. We've got some thrilling Arsenal news lined up for you, so stay tuned until the end to catch all the latest updates. And don't forget to leave 300 likes to keep us motivated in bringing you the latest Arsenal updates. Roy Keane slams Jamie Carragher for mucking about with Arsenal title prediction. Roy Keane's gone and had a proper pop at Jamie Carragher for what he reckons is a bit of a lark with his latest Champions League prediction. The ex-Manchester United hardman scoffed at Carragher's claim on CBS that Arsenal are the frontrunners for the European crown, especially after Liverpool's recent wobble with 4 games without a win. Carragher, the former Liverpool defender, seems to be taking the mick to ease the pressure on his old club, according to Keane. Speaking on *The Overlap, Stick to Football *, Jill Scott brought up Carragher's comments, prompting Keane to quip that Arsenal's current table-topping form, bolstered by a cracking 5-1 thrashing of Atletico Madrid midweek, has everyone tipping them for glory, though he warned it's putting the Gunners under the cosh. The banter didn't stop there. Jill Scott, still backing Chelsea despite their shaky display against Nottingham Forest, got a right earful from Keane, who jokingly asked if she'd been at the source. Gary Neville chipped in, noting Arsenal's already faced tough sides like United, City and Liverpool away, and with young guns like Miles Lewis-Skelly and Christian Mosquera slotting in seamlessly, they're looking proper formidable. Still, Keane cautioned that a few injuries could turn things pear-shaped quick smart, reminding everyone that just weeks ago, Liverpool were the ones to beat. "We've got a responsibility to call it as it is," he said, sticking to his pre-season punt on Arsenal to lift the Premier League trophy. Diego Simeone speaks out to Arsenal thrash Atletico Madrid 4-0. Simeone concedes Gunners' ruthless edge. Atletico Madrid suffered a proper drubbing, losing 4-0 to Arsenal in their Champions League clash at the Emirates. Diego Simeone, the Atletico gaffer, was refreshingly candid, admitting his side were thoroughly outplayed and that the Gunners pounced on every single blunder with clinical precision. This humbling defeat left the Spanish side reeling, unable to keep up after Arsenal found their groove. Speaking at the post-match presser, Simeone praised his team's first-half grit. "We truly competed with great intensity and determination right up until Arsenal's opening goal," he said. "We pressed high, shut down spaces, and made it tough for their forwards. But once they scored, we lost our composure and organisation in defence, letting Arsenal dictate the tempo." The first half saw Atletico put up a spirited fight, stifling Arsenal's attack and leaving the Emirates faithful restless. But after the break, the Premier League champions clicked into gear. Goals from Gabriel Magalhães' towering header, Gabriel Martinelli's lightning-fast counter, and a brace from Victor Gyökeres tore Atletico's backline to shreds, turning the night into a proper nightmare for the visitors. Simeone pinpointed Arsenal's mastery of set-pieces as a key factor in their downfall. Set-pieces are absolutely pivotal in modern football, especially in the Champions League where margins are razor-thin, he explained. "We lost aerial duels and failed to win the first contact, leaving us exposed. Arsenal didn't just capitalise on our mistakes, they feasted on them with ruthless efficiency." On Gabriel Magalhães, whose thumping header sparked Arsenal's rout, Simeone was full of praise. "Gabriel Magalhães showed his quality tonight," he said. "He's not just strong in the air but also smart in reading the game inside the box. His goal was a turning point, opening the floodgates for Arsenal, and we failed to counter his threat from set pieces." The Argentine boss also rued his side's wastefulness in front of goal. "We created chances in the first half and even hit the woodwork in the second, but you have to bury those at this level," he continued. "You can't squander golden opportunities while handing them to the opposition. The key moments went against us, and we've got to own that." Simeone didn't shy away from calling out individual errors, particularly in dead ball situations. "Losing your man or failing to track a runner hurts the whole team, especially on set pieces where discipline is everything," he admitted. "Their third goal came from us being too soft in the challenge, letting the ball deflect in after a poor clearance. Those fine-margin split-second decisions, a yard of ground, or a committed tackle decide who comes out on top." Despite the chastening scoreline, Simeone remained defiant, urging his squad to take the lesson on the chin and come back stronger. "This is a valuable lesson we must absorb quickly," he stressed. "We need to be sharper in both boxes, clinical up top and ferocious at the back. This wasn't bad luck, it was our errors, exploited perfectly by Arsenal." Atletico now face the task of dusting themselves off for their upcoming fixtures. Simeone's blunt assessment serves as a rallying cry for his players to sharpen their focus and toughness, particularly in crunch moments. This defeat was a stark reminder that at the highest level, every slip-up is punished, and Arsenal delivered that lesson with a proper walloping. Arsenal's rising star, defensive masterclass, and the Premier League's Eastern woes. Blimey, the Guardian's got itself in a right tiz over Arsenal's latest prodigy, a 15-year-old lad named Max Dowman. This young gun, who swapped Billericay Town for the Gunners a decade ago, is already turning heads as the second youngest player in the Premier League. Word on the street is that a few clubs have come sniffing around with offers, but his dad, who also happens to be his agent, has rightly told them to sod off. Good on him. Come New Year's Eve, not this one, mind, but the one after in 2027, Dowman can finally put pen to paper on a proper contract with Arsenal. If he gets a run out against Crystal Palace this weekend, it'll mark his 4th appearance for the senior side. Not bad for a lad who's barely old enough to sneak into a PG-13 film, eh? Meanwhile, the journos are having a field day digging up records, trying to spin a yarn about Arsenal breaking their own milestones this season. One bit of trivia they're banging on about is the record for the fewest goals conceded in a Premier League campaign, set by Chelsea in 2004-2005 with a miserly 15 goals let in. Arsenal's defence, led by the ever-reliable Saliba and Gabriel, might just give that a run for its money. Cast your mind back to that 2004-2005 season. Arsenal finished second, Tottenham were languishing in 9th, and, get this, Bolton Wanderers were strutting their stuff in 6th. Fast forward to today, and Bolton are scrapping away in 7th in League One, the 3rd tier. Makes you wonder how the mighty have fallen, doesn't it? Oh, and Arsenal? They're celebrating their 100th consecutive season in the top flight, as the Arsenal History Society never tires of reminding us. Back then, Arsenal were banging in goals at a rate of 2.29 per match and averaging 2.18 points a game. This season, they're a touch less prolific up front with 1.88 goals per match, hardly surprising given our main striker's been crocked and the new lads are still finding their feet. Still, 2.38 points per game isn't half bad, especially when you consider we've already faced the likes of Liverpool, Manchester City, and Newcastle, who were meant to give us a proper headache. Elsewhere, Nottingham Forest finally scraped a win, while Crystal Palace, now relegated to the UEFA Conference League thanks to some dodgy ownership issues, managed to cock up against AEK Larnaca. You've got to feel for Palace fans. Relegation to a lesser European competition is about as fun as a soggy chip butty. Over at The Telegraph, they're quoting Jamie Carragher, who reckons Arsenal shouldn't be quaking in their boots over Liverpool but should instead be bricking it about Erling Haaland. Fair point, that. The Norwegian cyborgs already notched 11 goals in the Premier League and 4 in the Champions League for Man City. Without him, City's attack looks about as threatening as a damp sponge. Fingers crossed he stays fit, though I'm not one for wishing injuries on anyone. The Telegraph also had a cracking headline about Tottenham. Their first goalless draw in 125 matches shows they've lost their knack for entertaining footy. Spurs have scored just 1 goal fewer than Arsenal in the league, but their defence? Absolute shambles, conceding over twice as many as the Gunners. Chelsea, meanwhile, have let in 3 times as many, and Liverpool are 1 goal shy of quadrupling Arsenal's tally. West Ham? Don't even get me started. They've shipped 6 times as many goals as Arsenal this season. Speaking of West Ham, they're in a right mess. Their last home game had more empty seats than a ghost train, and the fans are up in arms not just about the team's dismal form but also the soulless London stadium. Bit harsh, that, considering the taxpayers, yours truly included, footed the bill for the place. Still, when you're hovering near the bottom of the table, it's hard to muster much enthusiasm. Up at the top, though, things are looking rather tasty, aren't they? Thanks for watching Arsenal Time. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment below. Continue following the Gunners' journey with us, and see you in the next video. Come on, you Gunners!